emergency right now. We just had a pretty hefty rainstorm, and the customer says their house was struck by lightning. They currently have the fire department there. We're gonna head there and try and make sure there's no issues with the electrical. That supposedly there isn't. They're smelling smoke in a panel, and yeah, it's just not a great situation. So we'll see when we get there. So yeah, the funny thing, well, not funny at all actually, but the interesting aspect here is the customer said that their house was struck by lightning a couple days ago, and there's a hole through the roof, the outside. I don't think it's through the drywall, but it's through the outer roof. And he said that they had put a tarp over that, and then today in this storm, the house was struck by lightning again. So I guess lightning struck twice in the same spot, which I didn't think was a thing necessarily. I've heard stories before that may have happened, but we're currently had to do a job where it looks like that's actually what took place. So I'll get you guys a good look at what's going on over here. We'll kind of go through things, peek around with the thermal camera, make sure nothing's getting hot, and I'm sure we'll find whatever the culprit is, and hopefully it's not too serious. But very interesting situation. Let's see what we got. This is must be the fire department. Oh yeah, the fire department just passed me on the way to the customer's home or down the street, so looks like things aren't as bad as they could be, so that's a good sign. But there still needs to be some issues corrected. There goes some more lightning. Some issues corrected with the sounds like a panel. So let's check it out. It'll be just a second for you guys. It's like the intercom system's messed up. Lightning strike must have done that. Wow, that's what happened last week. Yeah. That's crazy. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. So then
that's the section of the roof that got struck by lightning the first time. If you look right here, you can see. If you look right there, you can see that the roof is so badly damaged it doesn't even have a straight edge. Like that side is straight, obviously. That side is so badly damaged that it ripped a hole through the roof. So yeah, pretty wild. I should have maybe did the outside part first, because it's coming down even more now. .210.15 says that you have to derate your conductors once you, get over it. I think you gotta, anything over like 3 conductors, you gotta start derating. And it doesn't really make a difference most of the time until you get up around something like this, which has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's no way that could actually function. Like a 14 gauge wire would become totally useless, because you can't. There's no amperage that. See, that's this 15 amp here. You'd have to derate it. I think it's by like 50%. So you might be able to get 10 amps out of it. I'd have to look at the tables again. With our ambient temperature rating, but anyway, they got all pipes are quite a bit overloaded when it comes to conductors here. And they sprayed some kind of crap all on these panels. It looks like maybe from the knockdown or something like that. I always try and put cardboard. And look at how long the sheathing is here coming in on this 14.3. sheathing is like a mile long. That was obviously added by somebody. It goes over here. Oh, and they got 14.3 on 20 amps here on 2 single poles also. So got 14.3 coming down, swinging around, going into this 20 amp breakers here. Single pole 20s. So see, sometimes the GE half-inch, they have this little metal post in them. I don't know if you can see that right there, but I can't get my thing between because there's a metal post between there. But these two 20s should be, because they're branch circuits, so multi-wire branch circuit. So they would need to be on a 2-pole breaker. Yeah, it's thundering and lightning pretty good out there. Well, let's get a tester and see what we got going. We got 240 on this panel. So we got a few problems with these panels. First of all, lightning struck. Beyond that, we got this 14.3 with a mile long sheathing on it still. And then it comes around over here. It's 14 gauge wire on 20 amp breakers, 2 single pole. It's a multi-wire branch circuit, so that was clearly added. It's 2 different distinct levels of craftsmanship there between the panel itself and then that additional Romex, and it looks like it's through like the additional half-inch EMT they probably ran for future service. So one other thing I noticed is this 1-inch has, you know, I think it's got like probably 10 or 11 conductors, load-bearing conductors going through it, and some of them are 15 gauge, which is like on this 15 amp breaker right here. So on that 15 amp breaker right there, there's no way. You have to derate this according to 210.15 by I think like 40 or 50%, maybe even more. I'd have to look at the chart again with that many load-bearing conductors. So that becomes, you know, with that many conductors in any size conduit becomes useless. So I wonder why this is. Oh, somebody's phased that 12 red white, which they didn't phase it all the way, first of all, and you're not allowed to phase anything under 6 gauge, which means change the color. So anyway, doesn't look too bad, at least, you know, relatively good. I mean, I got a lot of zip ties on hots that are cinched down pretty tight, but it does not exceed 24 inches, so it's probably not a code violation. So anyway, I'm gonna go outside and see if we can get them fired back up. First, I'm gonna go speak with the customer and let him know my findings, which at this point is, I think that the main breaker is probably, I could probably reset it, but we would probably want to replace it, because whenever you have a situation like this where the main breaker trips because of lightning, it's probably not worth you know, trying to rely upon that to work in the future. So but I'll speak with them about it and we'll get to the bottom of it. But yeah, it's definitely coming down quite a bit, and lightning is striking all around us, so not surprised about this one. Well, we got a dragonfly up on the ceiling there. It's funny. Here, I'll flip you around and show you. Yeah, it's definitely raining pretty good. Those are decent sized raindrops right there. That came right out. So these breakers are a little high up. Oh, we got a dead lizard up there too. But anyway, so these are not supposed to be higher than 6 foot 1 inch. And they're quite a bit higher than that. Let's see what we got over here. Wow. Whatever phone guy put the clamp to the ground right on the door and it just fell right off. So this is a ground clamp to their phone system here. Low voltage grounding. Let me get this opened up here. Of course, they got the wrong screw. It's a Phillips. My Phillips is all the way back inside. And it's a self-tapper, which is not cool. We just had an emergency for you guys who saw it a couple weeks ago. That a wood screw pierced the main feeders. This timer clock is missing its shroud also. Got a little bees hive here. Got feed through lugs. 200 amp main. So it's probably just tripped, but I'm gonna highly recommend that we replace these mains, because with lightning strike like this, I wouldn't trust them. That in an emergency they wouldn't just refuse to turn off. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, we have 240. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then the load side, nothing. Nothing. All right. Something in the AC there. Oh, it's actually the rain droplets. Okay, so after further inspection, it looks like, and resetting the main, it looks like we're good. Let's see if we got 240 on the load side now. Oh, wait. Let's see what we've got now. Okay, 240. 20. Okay, so the power's been on for about 15-20 minutes. So this would be the maximum load that we would see. Nothing's really getting hot at all. So I think that's a good sign. So just getting up in the attic now. I just wanted on this, on the safe side to make sure everything up here is cool. So let's check it out. A little bit of it. Should be happy. Got them up and running. Rained on me quite a bit. But got the customer all fixed up. They're real happy. We have scheduled to go back to do some additional repairs that are going to be required and do a very thorough diagnostic in the attic and really check over as much as we can to make sure there's no other damage than, you know, just a couple melted breakers and damaged intercom. The intercom system was pretty severely damaged. I didn't video that. I just disconnected it now. For now, I just went to the main box and just disconnected it. You know, because low voltage can just as easily get hot in a lot of scenarios as high voltage. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. This was an interesting one. Lightning was striking all around us too, so it's just a wild one. So anyway, really cool. I'm glad we got it figured out for him. Until the next time, take care, guys. Thanks for watching. See you soon.
Badass.